From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. AccuWeather meteorologists are warning that the record-smashing heat dome that has been dominating the weather pattern in the central and eastern U.S. since late last month will finally relent and shift west through mid-July. Along with the pattern change will come an ongoing risk of wildfires due to heat and an unexpected uptick in monsoon moisture in the southwest by the second half of July. AccuWeather's Paul Pastelok said that heat will intensify and expand across the Rockies and the Plains through mid-month. This will lead to more fires and smoke in the Rockies and the High Plains and poor air quality due to less wind flow. The month of July started on a very cool note in much of the West, with temperatures actually several degrees below historical averages. In Sacramento, temperatures only topped out in the 80s for the first 2 days of the month after multiple 100-degree days in June. A turnaround is expected later this week when the mercury will end up well above 90. The heat will be driven by the arrival of a strong area of high pressure, similar to the one that baked the eastern half of the country beginning in late June. It will set up shop first in the southwest and then expand toward the plains through mid-month. While Las Vegas and Phoenix will be near the core of the triple-digit heat through this week and beyond, the thermometer will be no slouch in places like Denver or Salt Lake City either, where the 90s are forecast. The hotter weather will lead to an uptick in energy use and pose a danger to those spending time outdoors. Over the last several weeks, multiple large wildfires have burned in the west, especially in the Four Corners region, and as of Saturday morning, well over a dozen were still burning. AccuWeather meteorologists warn that fire conditions could get worse in the coming days and weeks. Initially, the hot, dry weather could help maintain fires, but when the North American monsoon kicks in, lightning could start new ones. The North American monsoon is an annual phenomenon that usually begins in midsummer and leads to increased moisture and, as a result, shower and thunderstorm activity in the southwest. Sometimes those thunderstorms, especially early on in the season, are accompanied by very little or no rain. Those dry thunderstorms are very dangerous, especially amid drought conditions, and could ignite additional fires. In addition, thunderstorms could produce gusty winds even far from the center of the storm that may result in dust storms known as haboobs, which can travel hundreds of miles, reduce visibility, air quality, and wind damage. An added consequence of fires is smoke that extends hundreds, if not thousands of miles from the flames. That smoke, which has already impacted the western and central part of the nation, could result in a hazy sky and even dangerous air quality where it is the thickest. So let's talk a little bit more about some of those wildfires that are raging. Rapidly growing wildfire burning in southern Colorado has destroyed homes, forced widespread evacuations in neighboring counties as firefighters brace for continued dangerous fire weather. The Aspen Acres fire burning in Custer and Pueblo counties was estimated at nearly 87,000 acres with 6% containment as of Sunday. The fire, the eighth largest in Colorado history, was reported back on June 29th, and its cause is under investigation, but it is believed to be human-caused. The confirmed number of destroyed homes and structures has climbed from at least 125 in Pueblo County alone to at least 150 across both Pueblo and Custer counties. Ongoing firefighting conditions have limited damage assessments, meaning the full scope of the destruction was not immediately clear. Mandatory evacuation orders remained in place Thursday for several communities and rural areas, including Wetmore, the town of Beulah, the town of Rye, the town of San Isabel, the Red Creek Ranch area, and areas along Highway 165 from Lazy Acres to Bishop Castle. On Friday, power was cut off from McKenzie Junction east through Wetmore due to the fire spreading. Wetmore was placed under mandatory evacuations. The Aspen Acres fire is one of several large wildfires burning in Colorado during a dangerous stretch of hot, dry, and windy weather. Other active fires include the deadly Snyder Fire along the Colorado-Utah border, where 3 wildland firefighters were killed. as well as the Gulf Mountain Fire, Ferris Fire, and Willow Fire. On Thursday, the high temperature in Pueblo was forecast to climb to triple digits. The wildfire threat also disrupted 4th of July plans across Colorado, with communities including Durango canceling fireworks because of drought and high fire danger. Colorado Public Radio reported that Pueblo and Colorado Springs also canceled planned fireworks displays due to weather and extreme fire conditions. Wildfire smoke has reduced air quality across southern and western Colorado. Smoke from the Aspen Acres fire is pushing into Cannon City and Colorado Springs. Wildfire activity has also surged in Utah, where the Cottonwood and Babylon fires are among the large fires burning in the southern part of the state. A high wildfire risk exists for much of the Southwest, and a very high risk for southeastern Utah and southwestern Colorado, where the largest wildfires are burning. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay weather aware. I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.